Computers, a device that literally transformed the world. But you might think, hey, I use a computer daily. I already know everything about it. Well, let me tell you the truth. There are some unbelievable secrets and facts about computers that will literally make you go, wait, is that even possible? Today, I'm going to share with you 10-15 mind-blowing facts about computers that will shock you, surprise you, and make you appreciate technology on a whole new level. So buckle up, my friends, because this ride is going to be insane. Fact 1. The first computer was the size of a room. Today, we use sleek laptops and smartphones. But did you know the first real computer, built in 1945, was as big as an entire room? It was called ENIAC, and it was the size of a football field. It required huge fans, countless wires, and a dedicated room just to function. And since it used vacuum tubes, it generated so much heat that special cooling systems were needed. Imagine today's slim smartphone has more power than an entire building-sized system back then. Fact 2. A computer's brain is smaller than a matchstick. You imagine that a computer's brain must be huge. But the truth is, the microprocessor, the actual brain, is smaller than the head of a matchstick. And inside it, there are billions of tiny transistors. A modern Intel chip can have up to 40 billion. Think about that. Such a microscopic chip is capable of handling massive calculations that run the world. Fact 3. The first mouse was made of wood. Sounds funny, right? But the very first computer mouse, built in 1964 by Douglas Engelbart, was literally a wooden box. It had a small steel ball underneath that controlled the cursor on screen. Today, we have wireless, laser, and even touchscreen devices, but it all began with a simple wooden block. Fact 4. Computers helped reach the moon in 1969, when Neil Armstrong said, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." It wasn't just a leap for mankind, it was a leap for computers too. NASA's Apollo guidance computer had less processing power than today's basic phone calculator, and yet, it successfully guided astronauts to the moon. That means your smartphone today is powerful enough to run the entire Apollo 11 mission. Fact 5. Why it's called computer virus. When computer viruses were first invented, people noticed their behavior was exactly like human viruses. They spread from one system to another. The first ever virus was created back in 1986 by two brothers in Pakistan, and it was called Brain. Interestingly, it wasn't even meant to cause damage. It was more like an experiment. But today, we have ransomware, Trojans, and worms that cost billions in damages worldwide. Fact 6. Computers perform billions of calculations in a second. Humans take a few moments to solve even a basic sum, but a modern supercomputer can perform 10 to 20 billion calculations in 1 second. The fastest supercomputer today, called Frontier in the USA, performs over a quintillion operations per second. To put this in perspective, if a human tried to solve the same, it would take thousands of years. Fact 7. The most common password is still 123456. You'd think hacks happen because hackers are geniuses. But the real reason? People don't take passwords seriously. Even today, the world's most common passwords are 123456, and wait for it, password. So, yeah, if you're using these, you're literally handing an invitation to hackers yourself. Fact 8. A computer once beat the chess world champion in 1997. An even-built computer called Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov, the reigning world chess champion. That was historic because until then, people thought AI could never beat human intelligence. But after that, AI grew at an exponential pace. And look at us now, Google's AI, ChatGPT, self-driving cars, all part of everyday life. Fact 9. Every email has an energy cost. This may sound strange, but every single email you send actually releases about 4 grams of CO2 emissions. If you send 30 emails in a day, you're consuming enough energy to power an electric bulb for 24 hours. Technology is powerful, but it also comes with responsibility. Fact 10. The first computer game. Think about the gaming industry today, it's worth billions of dollars. But the very first computer game was called Space War. Built in 1962 by MIT students. At that time, no one even dreamed that gaming would become an empire of PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and mobile gaming. Fact 11. Your phone is more powerful than old supercomputers. Your simple smartphone is more powerful than the massive supercomputers of the 1980s and 1990 seconds. Back then, NASA could have run their shuttle missions with the phone that fits in your pocket today. Isn't that surreal? Fact 12. The first hard drive was the size of a fridge in 1956. IBM created the first hard drive with only 5 and guess the size? A gigantic refrigerator. Fast forward to today, you carry 256 gigabytes in your mobile phone, in a tiny chip smaller than your fingernail. Fact 13. The world runs on C language. You might think Java, Python, or JavaScript are the most powerful, but the truth is, most of the critical systems in the world like operating systems Windows, Linux, Unix, embedded devices, hardware controllers are all written in C. Literally, the digital world stands on the shoulders of C language. Fact 14. Early computers didn't even need electricity, believe it or not. Charles Babbage's designs like the analytical engine were mechanical computers that could theoretically work without electricity, using gears and levers. If his machine had been built in full, we could have seen functional computers in the early 1800s itself. Fact 15. Future computers will run on molecules. Right now, we use silicon chips, but scientists are working on DNA computing and quantum computing. This means that problems considered impossible today, like simulating the entire universe or curing complex diseases, instantly might be solved by future computers in seconds. Imagine, one day your laptop could literally predict entire futures, whether in space exploration or medicine. Conclusion. So, how did you like these crazy, mind-blowing computer facts? From room-sized machines to wooden mice, to quantum-powered future devices. One thing is clear: technology never stops. The more you learn about it, the more you realize we've only just scratched the surface. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe for more amazing facts. Because trust me, the next videos will blow your mind even faster than your computer's processor.